Okay. Okay. Just 1 minute. Huh? Yeah. Om Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim cha Tatputra Parasharancha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Mathas Shishyam Shri Shankaracharya Mathasya Padmapadancha Hastamalakan cha Shishyam Tam Totakam Vartikakaramanyānasmadgurūn Santatamanatosmi Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Om Dayanandeshwaraya Namaha. Now we'll just quickly go over the values, just reading them. Amanitvam adambitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam. You want me to zoom it? Okay. Oh, wow. Acharyupasanam shaucham stairyamaatma-vinigraha indriyarteshu vairagyam anahankara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanudarshanam asakterana vishwangaha putradara grihadishu nityam cha samachittatvam ishtanishtopapatishu mai chananya yogena bhaktiravyabicharini viviktadesha sevitvam aratirjana samsadi adhyatma jnana nityatvam tatvajnanartha darshanam etadjnanamiti proktam अज्ञानम यदतोन्यथा. तो पिछले बार we were looking at the value of sthairium. Okay. And what is sthairium? It is the capacity to remain committed. One who is persevering. So committed to the goal even when there are very tough, discouraging times. माने हम self motivated हैं. तो when we have sthairium, we may have curiosity about many things in the world. बहुत सारे duties भी हो सकते हैं. We can go through all kinds of ups and downs, you know, in our life. But one's commitment remains the same. Okay? The commitment is there to something or someone. It remains unshakable. That is sthairya. Very committed. General meaning of sthairya. In context of Atma-jnanam, single-minded commitment to pursuit of self-knowledge is sthairya. In this context, okay? What are some of the reasons we will lack in sthairya? Maja nahi aata hai. Make it fun. Not clear about the benefits. Make it clear. Feel very overwhelmed. कि इतना सारा है, how will I do? और मैंने बोला कि गीता का पूरा chanting करो by heart. अरे कैसे करेंगे? Then break it into smaller chunks. Just do 1 verse per week or 2 verses per week. इस तरह से. Involved in too many things, cut it down. feel that there is no point in committing. Some doubt is there, some limiting belief is there. जैसे कि I can't do it, it is too difficult. इस तरह के doubts हो सकते हैं, उसको clear करो. Addicted to something else. जैसे कि आजकल की latest addiction is internet surfing. तो उसको say no, I won't do it. Eh? Now we will look at the 4 questions. Okay. अरे ये तो अभी भी big letters में ही है. जाओ. इसको अभी small letters कैसे करूं? Okay. In fact, end show. Yes. Oh, the screen only got closed. Okay. Share screen because 4 questions, no? Then I will have to type. So I don't want presentation. Okay, just 1 minute. Huh? I have to remove these floating controls. Okay, what do I gain by following Styrium? You can unmute yourself. There are not many today, so unmute yourself. I can see all of you. I can see Sony uncle.
Self-confidence.
Areva, self-confidence.
Committed.
Yes. Committed. Commitment. I have written, oops, confidence. अच्छा, self-confidence क्यों आएगा?
क्योंकि जब हम किसी निश्चय पे फिक्स रहेंगे और उस काम को कर लेंगे तो हमें सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा.
बढ़िया. Okay. And then I have given a point. Achieving the goal becomes easier because all your attention is there. You're giving lot of attention. Yeah. Agreed.
Determination.
Yes, yes.
Huh? So I'll write that.
Yes. Committed.
Achieving goal becomes easier.
Determination.
Firm
Determination. Yeah, I've written willpower. Determination / willpower increases. Focus increases, no?
True. Yes.
So in this contest, if he is committed to the moksha, then he will have viveka as well as vairagya.
Yes, correct. Because without that, it is difficult to have styrium. At least viveka he will have. Vairagya may be lacking, but some amount of viveka will be there.
Yes.
So he's able to recognize that, oh, this is important, I have to do this.
Because he has understood that this is the prasad I want to do.
Vairagya could be varying, okay? In people's lives, the amount of vairagya can be a varying amount. But certainly viveka will be better. So better viveka.
Then self-knowledge.
No, before that. I've written resources of energy, time, attention will be well used.
Yes.
Resources well used. I'll just write. You said what? Self-knowledge. Self-knowledge may or may not be there. We cannot say. Because it's a, self-knowledge is a function of 2 things. One, of course, is your pursuit, that you are actually going for satsanga, etc. The other is, self-knowledge is not really academic as much as it is the vritti which takes place in your mind where you recognize. That vritti is actually self-knowledge. That Shastra is telling us this, Shastra is telling us that your actual recognition is self-knowledge. Now, there could be a person who rattos everything, who can tell you everything because they have heard so much. तो पूरा वो आपको बता देगा academics में. He will tell you whatever is there, you know, these are the prakriyas and this prakriya is there and that prakriya is there, etc. But did self knowledge take place for the person? We don't know, because it is only that vritti where the recognition is very clear, I am Brahman. Okay.
That needs a lot many things. Your I think purity of
So,
mind and your meditation and probably karma yoga and all those
yes,
things.
all that will be involved in it. So Styrium is one of the factors towards that, because it will keep you committed. So we need not say that definitely self-knowledge will take, you know, has taken place for the person who has Styrium. He is also in the path.
Self-motivated.
Self-motivation, correct. Self-motivated.
Personality development.
Oh, this Shastra and, you know, personality development. No, to me, personality development is a very, क्या बोलते हैं कि वो
वेग है.
वेग नहीं है, कि वो बहुत लाइट है
Okay.
compared to the pursuit of Shastra.
Okay.
This
But personality
personality,
development, in what sense? You can say spiritual personality development.
because
जो
otherwise,
आध्यात्मिक सत्ता है उसकी डेवलपमेंट होती है.
ठीक है.
क्योंकि कोई लोग बहुत राजसिक हो सकते हैं जो पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम्स में जाएंगे और अपने आप को अच्छे लीडर बना देंगे, वो करेंगे.
Yes, yes.
दिस इज नॉट
Then
टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट.
हाँ, उसके लिए सबकी परिभाषा अलग है.
आध्यात्मिक उन्नति होगी.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What shall I call it in this? I like the word adhyatmik unnati.
Yes.
I can't find the English substitute for that. Spiritual progress maybe.
Yes.
Somebody should not say कि वो he becomes spiritual progress, you know.
yes.
Okay. What do I lose if I follow Styrium?
I'm
Time.
non-committed.
I lose the time. I lose the time. What I lose, I am now doing Styrium, so I don't have time to engage in other things. I have less time for sleep, less time for, you know, socializing, less time for going for pictures, less time for the things that normally people do. Yeah, when Styrium is there, the commitment and focus is on Shastra, commitment on focus is on one sadhana, and so there is less time for other things. Just write that.
Missing other worldly engagements.
Okay, less time for other things.
Unorganized mind. Or Ichan.
Okay. Ha, unorganized mind. That sounds like me, huh? Okay. Then willpower, no, procrastination, laziness will increase.
Yes, the tamas.
Yes.
Tamas will increase.
Laziness. I mean, you need not necessarily tamas. Very rajasic people also will not have too much styrium towards Shastra at least. They will have styrium towards their other goals, but not towards Shastra. So laziness could increase. Then, no, what happens? What do I lose? I lose laziness. No, I can't say increases here. I lose my laziness. Because I'm following Shastra, no? I'm following
I lose
Styrium.
my punctuality.
I lose my, no, what do I lose when I follow Styrium? All my bad habits I lose.
Yes, punctuality lose हो जाएगी ना.
I lose, punctuality is not a bad habit.
नहीं, it is a good habit.
Then so I lose laziness. I don't become lazy.
Okay. Yes.
I lose laziness. Then
yes,
I will go for, in English, they call it as immediate gratification. I lose my, my sources of immediate gratification. Immediate gratification means मुझे आइसक्रीम अभी चाहिए तो चाहिए.
अच्छा अच्छा.
और उस आइसक्रीम सुख मुझे अभी चाहिए, राइट? तो आइसक्रीम सुख से मुझे इमीडिएट ग्रेटिफिकेशन मिलती है. Means I feel happy immediately. So when I start following Styrium, then I lose sources of immediate gratification. One good thing is Shastra may become my source of immediate gratification. Some people are there who are very committed. सत्संग सुना तो खुशी आती है. कुछ पढ़ा अच्छा तो खुशी आती है. So they will, their source of immediate gratification may change. But when I say lose sources of immediate gratification, I mean like all Vishaya Sukha. You know what is Vishaya Sukha?
Yes, चीजों के प्रति जो आकर्षण है.
Sensual pleasure.
Yes.
मन की चंचलता लूज होगी.
Yes, very good. Lose. नहीं, अरे फिर से तुम वो दूसरी पॉइंट दे रही है. स्टाइरियम फॉलो करने से, दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉलम, इसको अच्छी तरह से समझो. स्टाइरियम फॉलो करने से मेरे कौन से बुरे हैबिट्स खत्म होंगे, मेरे कौन से बुरे चीज खत्म होंगे, वो पूछ रहे हैं.
She is right. मन की चंचलता जो है वो खत्म होगी, because we are committed to
I'm
something.
asking for losing, हाँ?
Losing, that is what.
अच्छा, lose restlessness. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay, good, Shobha, huh? Yeah, because we say increase focus, so lose restlessness. Anything else? Lose aviveka.
Lose viveka, self-motivation.
No. Don't say lose self-motivation. Lose lack of self-motivation.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes? Suni uncle?
Yes.
You're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Then what do I gain when I do not follow Styrium? This shows us what is called a secondary gain, कि हमें क्या मिलता है? Why is it that people don't follow Styrium? Because they are gaining something. So what is it that they gain because of which they don't want to follow Styrium?
They get lot of time for other things.
Exactly. Time to engage in other things.
Yes.
It also shows little bit lack of vairagyam, right?
Gain of Vishaya Sukha.
Then I may gain laziness. At least laziness towards Shastra. And then time to engage in other things also means that immediate gratification, which you get from other things. So I'm getting some sukha from other things. That's why I want to go to the other things. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's the same thing as time to engage in other things actually. Or just gratification from other things. Okay. Then what do I lose by now comes, what do I lose by not following styrium?
I lose self-confidence.
Okay. You can give the exact opposite?
Yes. The
Yes.
same thing what is written there is, we can
I
cross
can
it
lose
as
self-confidence, not necessary, but anyway. Goal becomes harder to achieve.
Yes.
If I'm an inconsistent sadhaka, we call it as a kadachit sadhaka. कभी साधक बना, कभी साधक की हैट को निकाल दिया और बोला नहीं अभी मैं योगी नहीं हूं, मैं भोगी हूं। फिर से थोड़े दिन के बाद वो भोगी से बोर्ड हो गया तो फिर से योगी बन गया। फिर योगी बन के फिर से बोर्ड हो गया तो योगी हैट निकाल के बोला मैं अभी योगी हूं। तो दिस इज एन इनकंसिस्टेंट साधका। So goal becomes hard for that person to achieve. Willpower can take a beating. Willpower, okay, to follow the goal. Willpower reduces is enough. Then don't resources are not properly used. Actually, it just means that the goal is not clear to the person. Clarity is not there. What do I lose? Clarity about goal. Clarity about goals, benefits. Is not there. Yeah? Anything else?
yes.
Yes.
I
Ho
think that
gaya?
is enough.
Okay. So now, let me come here. So our next thing is called Atma-vinigraha. Atma-vinigraha means self-discipline, or it means self-control. Now here the word Atma is being used. So if the word Atma is being used, तो इधर ये context में Atma, self-control, Satchidananda's control? No. Because Satchidananda does not need any control. Nor it can be controlled. Satchidananda is pure Brahman. So Atma, the word here in this context, is not Satchidananda. Atma in this context is जो हम बोलते हैं ना मैं, the individual. For whom the
Body-minded.
word I is used generally.
जीव से मिला हुआ ब्रह्म का अंश।
हाँ अभी मैं आप लोग को म्यूट करती हूँ क्योंकि मैं डिस्टर्ब हो जाती। ओके सो it is only referring to individual. That's all. The jiva, the individual. And every day repeatedly we are using the word I. And there when we are using the word I, say I ate. Right? I was thinking. I was writing. I am listening. So either when we are using I, we are meaning body, mind, sense complex, karya, karana, sanghata. This is the meaning of I taken over here. That means 5 sense organs, 5 pranas, mind. Right? So here the meaning is Atma-vinigraha means self-control, restraint of the mind and the senses. And restraint mane doesn't mean suppression. Generally suppression ही मतलब है, by restraint we mean suppression, but here we are saying बिना विवेक हम senses को suppress करेंगे तो if we are suppressing ourselves without viveka, without understanding why we are doing it, then the mind will rebel, right? And the person can go quite wild. So controlling the mind and senses means making them our friends. मन और इंद्रिय को अपना मित्र बना दो, ताकि वो हमारे साथ कोऑपरेट करें. और इसलिए we need to guide the mind in the right direction very, very sensibly. So before moving forward, I thought we will look at Shankaracharya, what he is saying, about this Atma-vinigraha. Okay. So he says, Atma Shabda Vachyasya Karya Karana Sanghatasya. Atma Shabda Vachyasya means, by the literal meaning of the word Atma, what is implied? Karya Karana Sanghata. Karya Karana Sanghatasya Vinigraha. The control of the body, mind, sense complex. Okay, Karya Karana Sanghata refers to body and the body and the mind, meaning the sense organs of knowledge, the sense of action, and the buddhi. Okay, buddhi, manas, ahankara, chitta. So that is what is called as a sanghata. Control of this. Why do we need to control them? Because swabhavena sarvataha pravrittasya. By their nature, swabhavena, what do? They run towards all the external objects. That's why we need to control them. They are always running towards objective experience. Some experience or the other, the mind wants. The senses are also running after objective experience, which atmanaha apakarasya, which is not good for the individual. Okay, which is inimical to the individual. Let me see. Atmanaha apakarasya. It is running towards, okay, which is running towards all these, but it is not good for the individual. For his or her pursuit, it is not good. And therefore, Shankaracharya gives his opinion, sanmarge eva nirodha. Let it be checked and directed towards sanmarge, towards this path of moksha. Sanmarge eva nirodha, let it be restrained and let it be directed towards the path of moksha. And that is what is Atma-vinigraha. Okay. Now, Katho Upanishad compares human life with a journey. To complete this journey, we need a vehicle. It is said in the Upanishads that our body is like a chariot. The senses are the horses that pull it. The mind is the reins which are put on the horses. The horses are the senses, right? So the mind is the reins for the senses. And the intellect is like the charioteer of this chariot, the body chariot. And in this chariot, who is traveling? The jiva, the individual, is traveling. Iti. So whether jiva is going to achieve the purpose of the life journey depends upon what? Depends upon the operation of the chariot by whom? The charioteer. This buddhi charioteer, how he is going to drive the chariot is going to determine if that jiva is going to make it in his life journey or not. So chariot needs to be steered by a wise charioteer. जो charioteer है, जो बुद्धि है, उनके अंदर ज्ञान होना चाहिए it should be a wise charioteer. If the horses are standing for what? They are standing for senses, right? Indriya. And if the reins, which stands for the mind, लगाम जो बोलते हैं ना, reins माने लगाम, तो horses है senses, इंद्रिया है, और ये जो लगाम है वो मन है. ये दोनों they need to be under the control of the charioteer. Only then he can steer it as he wishes. So the senses have to be in his control, the mind has to be in his control. If it is not like then क्या होगा? Then against the will of the charioteer, the mind and senses will pull this body chariot wherever it wants. And imagine if the roads are bumpy, the owner will be, idhar udhar, he will be tossed about. So in English, there is a phrase which says, life throws me curveballs, meaning life surprises and overwhelms us by unexpected circumstances. और ये unexpected circumstances आते हैं, and we don't know how to steer that chariot. If the charioteer doesn't know how to steer the chariot, if he cannot steer wisely, then the chariot can fall into ditch. And so the jiva's life journey would come to a very sad end. So it's very important to have control over the mind and the senses so as to conduct one's life journey. And this is why Krishna prescribes Atma-vinigraha. And then so usually hum log, when we go on a journey, we need to know the destination as well as how to get to that destination. So Katha Upanishad reveals that there are two roads, two paths in everybody's life. One path is the path called Shreyas, and the other is the path called Preyas. तो जो charioteer है, जो बुद्धि है, जो हमारी life journey को आगे बढ़ाएगी, that is always got to face these two paths. Shreyas refers to Nitya Sukha, and Preyas refers to Anitya Sukha. All those pleasures which are very dear to the senses and the ahankara. So in every situation, two choices are there in front of the intellect, बुद्धि के सामने. And intellect has to choose कि मैं नित्य सुख के प्रति जाऊं, श्रेयस के प्रति जाऊं, या मैं अनित्य सुख के प्रति जाऊं, प्रेयस के प्रति जाऊं. So explaining the two types of sukhas, Bhagavad-Gita बताती है, विषयेन्द्रिय संयोगाद यत्तद् अग्रे मृतोपमं परिणामे विषमिव तत्सुखम राजसं स्मृतम्. So Bhagavad Gita says that the rajasic pleasure, which is derived from all objective experiences, here basically we mean from the sense objects, it is called as preyas or anitya sukham. पहले पहले तो बहुत प्रिय लगता है. आपने वो स्विगी से ऑर्डर किया, आपकी जो फेवरेट पिज्जा है या जो भी आपने ऑर्डर किया, इट्स टेस्टिंग वेरी गुड. पहले तो इट इज वेरी वेरी अच्छा लगता है, प्रिय लगता है, and it doesn't take much effort to enjoy it, but in the end it is like poison. Why is it like poison? Because it makes you dependent. आप उसके ऊपर dependent, I don't know the Hindi word, it makes you dependent. I used to know this word, परतंत्र. हाँ, वो आपको परतंत्र बनाता है.
Yes, और निर्भरता, depending on others.
निर्भर.
हाँ, आप उसको परतंत्र मुझे अच्छा लगता है. वो आपको परतंत्र बना देता है. ओके. और फिर आपके अंदर जो एक तृष्णा है उसको बढ़ाती है, क्रेविंग को बढ़ाती है, और आपकी जो एनर्जी है वो भी खत्म हो जाती है। 3 वस्तु है। साथ साथ में it is incapable of helping you to achieve your purushartha of moksha. जो विषय सुख है वो आपको मोक्ष में कोई भी मदद नहीं कर सकती है। नथिंग, एब्सोल्युटली नथिंग। ओके, सो स्वामी विदितात्मानंद जी बोलते हैं कि जब आदमी becomes incapable of the main purushartha of his life, then it is equivalent to his death. वो एक मरा हुआ आदमी है। वो आई एम टेलिंग यू स्वामी वीज ओपिनियन है। इसलिए राजसिक सुख को, विषय सुख को पॉइजन की तरह कंपेयर किया है गीता में। ठीक है, और फिर श्रेयस के बारे में क्या बोलते हैं? यत्तदग्रे विषमिव परिणामे मृतोपमम् तत्सुखम सात्विकम प्रोक्तम आत्मबुद्धि प्रसादजम। तो श्रेयस माने जो आपको नित्य सुख के प्रति ले जाता है। ठीक है, तो उसको सात्विक सुख बोलते हैं, जो कोई दूसरे सोर्स के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं है, जो स्वतंत्र सुख है, जो परतंत्र सुख नहीं है। और इसको बोलते हैं कि ये पहले तो विष जैसा है। इट इज लाइक पॉइजन इन द बिगिनिंग। क्यों? क्योंकि वी डोंट हैव एक्सेस टू दिस सुखा until there is अंतःकरण शुद्धि. अंतःकरण शुद्धि takes place very slowly. जैसे we are able to free ourselves from all our attachments to sense objects, we are able to free ourselves from our raga dveshas, then अंतःकरण शुद्धि starts taking place. आस्ते आस्ते वो होती है, पर ये करने के लिए महत् तपस चाहिए. It's a great effort, you know, is required to free yourself from your raga dvesha, to free yourself from your asakti. Lot of effort is required. So this making effort, ये जो परिश्रम करना पड़ता है, lot of effort is to be made. क्यों? To clear the clutter and garbage of thoughts. जो limiting beliefs है अंतःकरण में, वो सब क्लियर करना इट इज बिटरली डिफिकल्ट, बहुत ही कठिन है. और इसलिए श्रेयस को विष के तरह इट हैज बीन कंपेयर्ड टू विषम. इट इज लाइक पॉइजन. पर समझो आपने ये पॉइजन को पीने के लिए आप तैयार हो गए. इफ यू केयर टू डू दिस बिटर तपस ऑफ एक्वायरिंग अंतःकरण शुद्धि, तो परिणाम क्या है? बहुत मीठा है. क्योंकि जो जीव है वो अपने आसक्तियों से मुक्त हो जाता है, गेट्स फ्री फ्रॉम अटैचमेंट्स, एंड ही बिकम्स अधिकारी, ही बिकम्स एलिजिबल टू रिकॉग्नाइज द नित्य सुखा which is Atma. So prayers will bind you to samsara, whereas Shreyas frees you from samsara. Therefore, समझो कोई विवेकी है, तो if there is a viveki, then viveki will always choose prayer, Shreyas. No, not prayers. And so the viveki will be ready to make any effort for antakarana shuddhi. Okay, so over many births, kahi janmon se, we have got very deep samskaras for gaining pleasure and sense of well-being. Sense of well-being को हिंदी में क्या बोलेंगे? एक पुष्टि का sense of well-being from objective experiences. Objective experience I will take not only, you know, not only vishaya sense perceptions की विषय ना, even subtle विषय के relationships में जो सुख होता है, प्रमोशन की जो सुख होती है, अपने सक्सेस की जो सुख होती है, ये सब में सुख मिलता है, ईगो को नरिशमेंट मिलती है, काफी नरिशमेंट मिलती है। तो हम वी हैव गॉट वेरी डीप संस्कारा कि हमें इस तरह की सुख चाहिए, और ये ही सुख से हमें पुष्टि मिलती है। I get my sense of well-being, that I am somebody, I am something, I am important. Okay? It comes from all our objects of experience. In fact, we have an understanding. हमारी समझ क्या है कि ये सुख और ये सेंस ऑफ वेलबींग वो बस अनुभवों से आती है, ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस से आती है, अलग अलग क्या बोलते हैं, अनुभव के विषयों से आती है। और इसलिए हमारे जीवन की गोल क्या बन जाती है, हमारी पुरुषार्थ बन जाती है कि जितने हमें प्लेजरेबल एक्सपीरियंसेस मिले उसको बस एक्यूमुलेट करो। हमने उधर हॉलिडे के लिए गया, इधर पिक्चर देखने के लिए गया, उधर रेस्टोरेंट में खाने के लिए गया। अभी आज के लोग तो नए रिलेशनशिप्स भी बहुत बनाते, ये किया वो किया, तो ये एक समझ है, मन की एक समझ है कि नहीं, इसी में हमारी खुशी इसी में है, हमारी पुष्टि इसी में है। इसलिए और इसीलिए हम हमारे इंद्रियों को और मन को वी गिव अ फ्री रेन टू आवर सेंसेस एंड आवर माइंड। ओके, कि बिकॉज टू डाइवर्ट आवर सेल्स फ्रॉम आवर फीलिंग ऑफ अपूर्णता, हम अपने आप को डाइवर्ट कर लेते हैं। एक्चुअली अंदर अपूर्णता है, अपूर्णता की भाव है, उससे हमको देखना नहीं है उसको, और इसलिए उसी से हमें डाइवर्शन चाहिए, और इसीलिए हम वी गो इनटू द फील्ड ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव एक्सपीरियंस। ओके, हॉलिडे इंडस्ट्री, एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री, वो सब इसी के ऊपर पैसे बनाते हैं। ओके, फिर क्या होता है, वी स्टार्ट अटेंडिंग सत्संग, सत्संग में जाने लगते हैं, देन वी बिगिन टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट सोर्स ऑफ ऑल हैप्पीनेस इज सच्चिदानंदा आत्मा, and the pleasure and joy that we gain from objective experience is only a small reflection of आत्म सुखा। उसकी एक झलक है, छोटी सी झलक है, जो विषय आनंद हमें मिलती है वो आत्म सुख की एक छोटी सी झलक है। जब ये हम समझने लगते हैं तो हमारे अंदर इंटरेस्ट आती है, रुचि आती है कि चलो यार, नाउ वी शुड टर्न आवर अटेंशन इनवर्ड्स। अभी तक हमारी अटेंशन बाहर की ओर थी कि हमें कितने सारे एक्सपीरियंसेस मिले, और फिर अटेंशन गोज इनवर्ड्स। पर क्या होता है, जो हमारी संस्कार इतनी दृढ़ है संस्कार ऑफ गेनिंग प्लेजर एंड सेंस ऑफ वेलबींग फ्रॉम ऑब्जेक्टिव एक्सपीरियंस इतनी डीप है that we find it very difficult to turn our mind inwards towards Atma Jnanam. So Atma-vinigraha is disciplining the natural instinct of seeking pleasure and well-being through objective experience. And this effort is twofold. जो हमने तत्वबोध में देखा था, क्षमा और दम। लेवल ऑफ क्षमा पे माइंड को हम फ्री करते हैं डिस्ट्रैक्शन से। डिस्ट्रैक्शंस व्हाट, राग द्वेषा, और राग द्वेष से बहुत सारी डिस्ट्रैक्शन आती है, और फिर हमारे पुरानी दुख को हम पकड़ के रखते हैं, उसको छोड़ने के लिए हम तैयार नहीं है। वी आर होल्डिंग ऑन टू पास्ट इमोशनल पेन। देन बार बार बिकॉज ऑफ राग द्वेषा वी हैव गॉट लॉट ऑफ पेनफुल इमोशंस, एंगर, रिसेंटमेंट, फ्रस्ट्रेशन, एंजाइटी, पूछो मत, सबके सब है उधर। सैडनेस, डिप्रेशन, हर्ट, गिल्ट, सब कुछ है। हमारे मन उसी के कब्जे में है। एंड देन वी हैव लॉट ऑफ लिमिटिंग बिलीफ्स। सो ये है हमारी मन की हालत। ओके, तो इसको समझाती हूँ। द फीलिंग ऑफ अपूर्णता वो क्यों आती है, हम सबको पता है, क्योंकि इग्नोरेंस है और उसके कारण आइडेंटिफिकेशन है बॉडी माइंड के साथ. एंड वंस अपूर्णता इज सेंस्ड, देन व्हाट विल कम? स्पिरिचुअल डिजायर आएगी. व्हाट इज दैट? द डिजायर टू बी फ्री ऑफ अपूर्णता. बट वी डोंट नो वेयर, हाउ टू बी फ्री ऑफ अपूर्णता. तो वो डिजायर चेंजेस इनटू डिजायर फॉर कोई ना कोई एक्सपीरियंस, विषय सुख के लिए या संबंधों से जो सुख होती है. इस तरह से वो अपूर्णता से मुक्त होने की कामना इस तरह से बदल हो जाती है. ओके. और एक बार वो बदल गई, that we want some objective experience, naturally we will do karma so that we can gain that experience. तो हम कर्म में चले जाएंगे. कर्म हुआ तो कर्म फला आने वाला है. कर्म फला आएगा तो उसके प्रति हमारे राग द्वेष होगी, पुण्य पाप भी आ जाएगी. और समझो राग है, फल के प्रति राग हो गया तो फिर से तृष्णा होगी कि वो हमें फिर से महसूस करनी है. और फिर हम फिर से उसके लिए ढूंढेंगे, फिर से कर्म करेंगे, कामना होगी, फिर से कर्म करेंगे, फिर से कर्म फल मिलेगी, फिर से वो राग दृढ़ हो जाएगी. इस तरह से हम उसी के अंदर रहते हैं. ओके. सो साइकिल ऑफ कामा एंड कर्मा इज नेवर एंडिंग, एंड द ओरिजिनल डिजायर टू बी पूर्णा is not satisfied, which I must show you through this very nice slide of mine. Okay. जा रही है? ओ अरे वाह, ये टेबल को थोड़ा हटा दो फिर करो. हाँ हाँ बढ़िया. ओके. So now this is the samsara cycle of, it's called avidya kama karma. है तो इसको हम देखते हैं. So where first naturally whatever I already explained, I will explain it again because very important this thing. Avidya is there. Avidya means we don't know that we are purna. Because of that we feel apurna. And then once you feel apurna, the desire, kama is there to be purna. कि मुझे पूर्ण बनना है. एक बार वो पूर्ण बनने की इच्छा आ गई, then we don't know how to fulfill that. And therefore we project now that हमें कुछ मिल जाएगा तो हम पूर्ण बन जाएंगे. So that that kama is to be purna is a spiritual kama, is a very spiritual desire. That becomes transferred into, it transforms into kama for Vishaya Sukha, kama for Sambandha Sukha, kama for different types of Sukha. Okay? Naturally now, once the kama arises, then we have to do karma because the kama, we cannot fulfill the kama just like that. Some karma is required. So the person will go and do karma. And once the person does karma, naturally karma phala will come. And once the karma phala comes, if it is equal to or greater than what I expect, if that is yes, okay, if it is yes, then raga ki samskar is formed. I'm very happy. And there is raga. And if once raga is there, then obviously karma for that experience will happen again. So वो cycle में आ गई फिर से. कामा आ गई, उसके लिए कर्म करना पड़ेगा, उसमें कर्म फला मिलेगा. और वो if it is equal to what I want or more than what I want, then again raga is made more drid. और इस तरह से ये चक्कर चलेगा. Okay? And supposing the karma phala I don't like, it is not equal to what I want, it is not greater than what I want, no. Then dvesha is formed. Dvesha samskara is formed. And the person will do some karma to avoid this. कि ना मुझे ये चाहिए नहीं, ये एक्सपीरियंस मुझे नहीं चाहिए, तो उसको अवॉइड करने के लिए कर्मा होगा. और अभी भी उसका कामा टू बी पूर्णा फुलफिल नहीं हुआ है, और इसलिए फिर से कामा टू बी पूर्णा होगा, which he will again project on some karma for objective experience. उससे वो कर्म करेगा, फिर से कर्म फला होगा, और ये साइकिल होगा. और देखना ये पूरा कर्म काम कर्म के चक्कर में अविद्या सॉल्व नहीं हुई। जो ओरिजिनल प्रॉब्लम थी अविद्या की, कि ignorance is there, that never got solved. Okay? And so what happens now? Now look at this. Kama is there. From kama, anger will come, greediness will come, other distractions will come. So the mind is totally distracted, or the person is distracted. So the person has to become free from these binding kamas for objective experience. Only then the mind becomes calm and the mind becomes introverted. So behind the desire for, behind this kama for objective experience, what is the kama? Actual kama is kama to be purna. But that kama to be purna cannot be solved through doing karma and getting karma phala. वो आपको संसार के चक्कर में ही रखता है, क्योंकि वो अविद्या को रिमूव नहीं कर पाती है. It is not able to remove the avidya. Okay? So, this fulfilling of the desire for objective experience, it is very deceptive. वो डिसेप्टिव में हिंदी वर्ड को क्या बोलेंगे? वो हमें वो छल करती है. It is deceptive. क्यों? Because जो सुख हमें मिलती है, जो पुष्टि की भावना में मिलती है, वो तो थोड़े समय के लिए रहती है. It is very short lived. It is short lived. And but what is one seeking? One is seeking nitya sukha, one is seeking पूर्णत्वम, और वो इसमें से मिल नहीं सकता है. इति. ओके? साथ साथ में एक तो सुख जो मिला वो अनित्य है, शॉर्ट लिव्ड है. साथ साथ में राग बना देती है, और राग बना देगी तो फिर से आपको उसके प्रति तृष्णा होगी, और इसलिए आप बार बार में वो ही साइकिल में रहोगे. यू आर गोइंग टू स्टे इन दैट साइकिल परमानेंटली ऑफ सीकिंग एंड क्रेविंग. साथ साथ में दूसरी एक बात है कि भय भी होगी. यू आर स्कैर्ड नाउ ऑफ लूजिंग. आपको राग हो गई है, तो राग, जिसके प्रति राग है उसको तो हम हमेशा रखना चाहते हैं, उसको हम खो जाएंगे तो उसकी भय होती है. तो एक तरह की भय भी आती है. ओके? बिकॉज कॉन्शियसली और अनकॉन्शियसली हम सबको पता है कि ये जो सुख हमें मिला है ये तो अनित्य है, क्योंकि वो लाइफ की एक्सपीरियंस है कि वो अनित्य है. और इस तरह से गीता और शास्त्र इतने सुंदर रीत से हमें बताती है दिस मैकेनिकल वर्किंग ऑफ द माइंड. इट इज वेरी मैकेनिकल, और इसको बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझना है. इसलिए ये डायग्राम बना so that you can never forget. You know, this diagram is so clear that you will not forget. It has to be understood very, very well, extremely well. This is the basis of your spiritual life. कि how we stay bound, किस तरह से हम बंधन में रहते हैं और हम अपने ही पूर्णता को, उससे हम वंचित रहते हैं. We are not able to recognize our own purnatvam. We stay bound. Okay? If this is understood properly, really well understood and properly assimilated, then with little persuasion because of viveka, one will be able to discipline one's constant seeking of objective experiences to feel good. You will be able to do this. Okay. Okay. So, Shama will work when this is understood extremely well and assimilated also very well. But sometimes because samskaras are so deep, Shama also does not work. Then Dhamma is required. That is the second level of effort. and it is restraint of sense organs. When this kind of persuasion through viveka is not working. कई लोग बोलते हैं dhamma is suppression. But dhamma we will implement only when shama is not enough. Supposing there is a person who is having diabetes. Okay, and this person has got a raga for ripe mangoes. Abhi to summer hai. Whole household is eating these ripe mangoes. Sweet, golden, ripe mangoes. Aha. So the person with diabetes, he is watching all the other people in the house eating this mango. And so he is sorely tempted. So his hand goes out to reach for the mango. Pick up करने वाला है वो mango को. He takes back his hand. अपने आप को रोक लेता है. That रोकना, अपने वो इंद्रिय गया उसके प्रति, पर इंद्रियों को रोकना, अपने ही विल पावर से रोकना, उसको बोलते हैं दमा. ठीक है? Means you are going to do it. Indriya reached out, but you applied dhamma. So dhamma is good because it increases one's willpower. So raga is created. Raga creates. Okay. I had made one more slide. We have 15 minutes, so I'll go for it. Okay. Supposing I wanted ice cream. मैंने गई ice cream को लेके आई. So I buy the ice cream. And based on I liked the ice cream, if I liked the ice cream, raga got imprinted, you know, this samskara of raga took place in my mind. The next time when I go to the ice cream shop, I'm going to naturally, I may end up buying the same ice cream because the raga is already there. Okay. So we stay in that loop of ice cream desire. And if you think that your well-being is dependent on ice cream, then you become dependent on the ice cream. Okay. So too with dvesha also, same thing happens. Okay. Okay. So life may we are constantly bombarded. Continuous experience of pleasure and pain. कभी सुख, कभी दुख, कभी सुख, कभी दुख. यही हमें मिलता है. विषयों के इंटरैक्शन के साथ हमें सुख दुख ही तो मिल रहा है. इति. और इसके कारण we have got innumerable raga dveshas imprinted in our mind. And these impressions of raga dvesha will keep arising in the mind and they will push us to do action. And that will create more raga dvesha. और इस तरह से we have a deceptive pursuit. It is a deceptive pursuit of seeking purnatvam through objective experience. And so to become free of this pursuit of raga dvesha, we will have to understand the defects inherent in sukha from objective experience. Supposing you have raga for ice cream. When you see ice cream, your mouth is watering and you're going to take it. But supposing that time somebody told you, na, ye ice cream में थोड़े poison पड़ा है. तो तुरंत आपकी desire जो है वो evaporate हो जाती है and you will move away from that ice cream. इसी तरह से विषय सुख की defects, उसके दोष क्या है? उसके दोष we need to understand very well. Okay? When we become aware of these defects, either we will turn away from the objective experience or we will limit ourselves. No? हम अपने at least हम hesitate करेंगे और ऐसे बार-बार सोच सोच के eventually वो कम हो जाएगा. We will be able to free ourselves from binding desire. I'm only talking about binding desire. ठीक है? Not preferences. So there are three defects. One is दुक्ख मिश्रितत्व. संस्कृत हम लोग ने ये पहले भी किया है, शायद ये साधना पंचक में किया होगा. दुख मिश्रितत्व के जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट हमें चाहिए उसके अंदर दुख तो भरा, वो सुख के साथ दुख भी है. पहले तो हमें कितना टाइम और एनर्जी चाहिए वो साधन को अपनाने के लिए, उसमें कितना स्ट्रेस जाता है. यू हैव सो मच ऑफ स्ट्रेस इन एक्वायरिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट. दूसरी बात है ऑब्जेक्ट इज नॉट गोइंग टू लास्ट फॉर एवर. तो जब वो ऑब्जेक्ट चला जाता है तो वियोग का दुख होता है. ना. और फिर at the time of Puja Swami used to give this example, no? He used to say that you are enjoying this ice cream soda. और जैसे आप उसको स्ट्रॉ से ले रहे हैं ना, वो कम हो रहा है. और जैसे वो कम हो रहा है, एक साइड से तो सुख आ रहा है उसकी, दूसरी साइड से मन में हो रहा है, अरे ये तो खत्म हो रहा है, अरे ये तो खत्म हो रहा है, अरे ये तो खत्म हो रहा है. तो तो एंजॉयमेंट के अंदर भी दुख है कि आप उसके सोच रहे हैं कि ये तो खत्म होने वाला है, वो दुख भी है. तो एक है दुख मिश्रितत्वम, दूसरी है बंधकत्वम, कि जो भी विषय है उसमें से आपको सुख मिलता है तो राग बन जाती है, राग बन जाती है तो बंधन होती है, क्योंकि आप उसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हो जाते हैं कि नहीं ये होगा तो ही मैं सुख रह सकता हूँ. हाँ हाँ, लेडीज के लिए देयर बिगेस्ट रागा इज फॉर देयर सर्वेंट. मेरे सर्वेंट आएगा तो मैं सुख रह सकती हूँ, मेरे सर्वेंट नहीं आया तो हो महादुख इति. लाइक दैट वी हैव bandhan, we are got attachment, we have got dependence, emotional dependence on many different things, okay, because we have got raga towards them. Okay, so we are bound to our wealth, we are bound to our families, we are bound to our relationships, we are bound to even our carpet or even our objects in our house iti. And the third defect is atriptikaram, कि नो ऑब्जेक्टिव एक्सपीरियंस कैन गिव यू लास्टिंग सुखम. जो भी सुख आपको मिलता है वो टेम्पररी है, तो इसलिए वो आपको तृप्ति नहीं दे सकती है, पूरी तृप्ति तो दे ही नहीं सकती है. इसलिए डिजायर इज कंपेयर्ड विथ फायर एंड एंजॉयमेंट इज कंपेयर्ड विथ घी. when we pour ghee into the fire, the flames rise higher and higher, no? In the same way, when we keep satisfying our desire, then they become more intense. So शास्त्र में इस तरह से बहुत दुख दोष दर्शन करते हैं कि आपको बताएंगे कि when you enjoy an object, the sense organs lose their strength and they lose their sharpness. For example, if you eat spicy foods, अच्छा तो बहुत लगा, पर आपको टंग को क्लेश हो जाती है, एसिडिटी आ जाती है. When you hear pop music with earphones, अच्छा तो लगता है, पर आपके कान में प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है. इस तरह से इंडल्जेंस से अनेक तरह के रोग आती है. और एक टाइम ऐसे आएगा कि आपको तृष्णा इतनी बड़ी होगी, पर योर सेंसेस कैन नॉट एंजॉय, क्योंकि दे आर ऑल फिनिश्ड, सेंसेस सब खत्म हो गए. सो द अदर थिंग इज व्हेन यू हैव सो मच डिजायर फॉर ऑब्जेक्ट, देन यू आर गोइंग टू थिंक अबाउट इट. अभी आपने सोचा कि मैं हॉलिडे पे जाऊं हवाई, तो उसके बारे में सोचो, उसके बारे में टूरिस्ट वेबसाइट्स में जाओ और उसकी ब्रोशर्स निकालो, कौन सी टिकट लेना है. अरे पूरा मन उसी में चला जाता है, उसके बारे में सोच के हमारे पूरे टाइम उसमें चला जाता है. तो इंटेलेक्ट लूजेस इट्स शार्पनेस, and Shastra says you will become gross like the objects. You lose your subtle capacity to understand Shastra. So इसलिए शास्त्र रेकमेंड करती है कि बार बार सी द डिफेक्ट्स ऑफ दिस विषय सुखा, ऑब्जेक्टिव एक्सपीरियंस से जो सुख मिलती है, इसको बार बार देखो. ऐसे करने से ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम आपकी अट्रैक्शन टुवर्ड्स द ऑब्जेक्ट कम हो जाएगी, आपकी डिस्ट्रैक्शन कम हो जाएगी, मन शांत हो जाएगा और आप अंतर्मुख हो जाओगे, अंतर्मुख हो जाओगे. और फिर अंतर्मुख होने से आपको योगानंद की एक आनंद आएगी. Whenever our mind is free from distraction, no, we are happy for no particular thing, na? That is the yoga, the joy of being antarmukh. You will turn towards self, not towards object. Okay. तो मैं इसके बारे में भाषण देने वाली थी, मुझे आप 5 मिनट है भाषण देने के लिए. ओके. सो calm mind does not imply absence of thought. Only it means absence of restlessness, absence of distraction. आजकल सबसे बड़ा डिस्ट्रैक्शन पता है, आजकल का नया डिस्ट्रैक्शन आ गई है, वो है इंटरनेट. इंटरनेट सर्फिंग आजकल के बच्चों की भी है और हम लोग की भी है. इवन एडल्ट्स आर ऑल द टाइम ऑन द इंटरनेट. It's a addiction. It is born from restlessness, born of boredom, loneliness, दोनों हो सकते हैं उसके अंदर. और एक बार आपने समझ लिया कि ये सर्फिंग नेट से क्या होता है कि आप और भी रेस्टलेस बन जाते हैं, और भी डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बन जाते हैं. और ये रेस्टलेसनेस जो है, it prevents you from enjoying the joy that does not depend upon anything else. That is yourself. And that is a very big loss. Mahati vinashti. और एक बार हमने ये समझ गए, और ये समझने की बात ही है, we all need to spend time thinking about this. Then what to do? समझ गया तो deliberately use your will and reduce or stop unnecessary net surfing. Don't let your fingers open the website. This is for me, okay? Or the YouTube or shopping sites. This will be called Dhamma. And this is required when Viveka is not working. Urge is too strong, okay? So I will like to tell you one thing. I strongly recommend, if there is addiction, then the emotional component behind any type of addiction should be looked into, because Viveka itself will not be enough. Viveka, Dhamma will to definitely not, you will not be able to exercise Dhamma, and Viveka will not work. In addiction, what is happening is the person is distracting themselves from feeling emotional pain. There is actually a lot of emotional pain inside for that person, and the person doesn't want to feel that pain, and therefore they distract themselves by getting pleasure from the object. So the first step is to neutralize the emotional pain that the person is feeling. Because if you give them other distractions, आपने बोला नहीं उसका मन को कहीं other दूसरी तरह हम बहल दें, that is like just another distraction, no? And then again it will come back. When the person gets bored of that, again this addiction will come back. Okay, so with this we will stop now, and I will take one more aspect of Atma-vinigraha is there, that is looking into the mechanical nature of our mind. We are very mechanical, very habitual. We don't live consciously. So Atma-vinigraha also means to live very consciously. Daily routines जो होते हैं, उसमें ही हम conscious living आ जाए. जैसे कि हम teeth brush करते हैं. Teeth brushing is so habitual, na? We don't even, our mind is somewhere else and we are brushing our teeth. Our mind is not on the action of brushing the teeth. So you may even cut yourself somewhere. When you're doing your shaving, your mind may not be on the shaving. So you will cut yourself. Abhi nahi beta. हाँ, ठीक किया है. बढ़िया किया है. ठीक किया है. My maid is doing very good. She has come up to ka kha ga gha. So living consciously is a very much a part of Atma-vinigraha. और छोटे छोटे वस्तु जैसे हम खा रहे हैं, उस टाइप पे हम consciously खाएं. Okay? Then the chances are that slowly we will be able to bring this into in our life. Or now I will stop, and one more small area, very important area is there, which we will discuss next time. Okay? Om Harihi Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.